what Keywan said? You better check your circle. You heard what Keywan said? You better check your circle. It's always your circle. It's always the niggas around you that set you up. Come on, man. I don't know why niggas don't understand. Man, them niggas ain't get away with nothing. This shit was too easy. This shit too easy, bro. The sad thing about it is, my nigga, is that they sat out that motherfucking house all night and Jossie knew they was out there. That's the sad thing. Imagine sitting in a bitch crib trying to fuck, chilling with her, and she know niggas is outside waiting to kill you. She knew them niggas was sitting out there that whole fucking night. She knew they was sitting there, dog. That's the fucked up thing about it. This shit crazy. See, I don't know about that because I don't know. Ain't nobody seen the camera yet. Yeah, I don't know about that because, you know, since it's an open case, they're not showing that video. Being that this is an open case, ain't nobody see that. Ain't nobody see that surveillance, that video. When the police came and took that from that lady, ain't nobody see that, man. Hey, yeah, ain't nobody see that. Now, what we are gonna see, we're gonna see Keywan, we're gonna see Devin. But guess what? We gonna see Ashley leaving the house. I guarantee you, Ashley on video leaving the house multiple times, going outside. While Mo3 was in the house, I believe she was outside talking to Devin while he was asleep. I believe while Mo3 was asleep, she was going back and forth outside talking to Devin. I'm telling you. This is a fucked up situation, bro. She literally could have saved this nigga, man. That's why I tell you, be careful, bro. I can't even believe she was did that shit, bro. She really could have saved this nigga. She could have saved him. She knew the nigga was outside. I don't know. I didn't see that. I gotta see. I don't know about that video. She knew. This shit crazy. So let's read this again. Detective Anderson obtained cellular phone location records for suspect White that showed to be in the vicinity of witness Jackson's apartment the night in the morning of the offense where the deceased complainant stayed. The data obtained was plotted. Which traveled the same path of complainant Noble's cellular phone records and placed him near the crime scene where complainant Noble was shot. Now check this out. Verbiage is everything. Verbiage is everything. You hear how they said placed him near the crime scene? Placed him near the crime scene? You know what that means? You know what that means? Keywan wasn't the one who shot Mo3. I told y'all, Keywan wasn't the one who shot Mo3. Somebody else was back there, shot Mo3. Pay attention to what it say. Verbiage is everything. Comprehension is everything. I'm going to read this again. Pay attention. It's telling you. Pay attention. White that showed to be in the vicinity of witness Jackson's apartment the night before in the morning of the offense, where the deceased complainant stayed. The data obtained was plotted, which traveled the same path as complainant Noble cellular phone records and placed him near the crime scene where complainant Noble was shot. Placed him near. You understand that? Yeah, placed him near the crime scene. That means he wasn't the one who shot Mo 3. Or it would say placed him at the crime scene where Noble was shot. This is crazy, y'all. So Keywan White wasn't the one who shot Mo 3 like everybody said. That they fuck around. Somebody led him into that bullet. Pay attention. Pay attention. Phone records from suspect Devin Brown's phone were received and plotted, and a comparison of those phone records confirmed numerous calls between suspect Devin Brown and suspect White the day prior and the day of the offense. So they was communicating the day before and the day of the offense. They going back and forth talking. There appeared to be active phone call communication that occurred between suspect White and suspect Brown while complainant Noble was followed after he left witness Jossie apartment. So pay attention. These niggas in two different cars. So these niggas in two different cars. Pay attention. I told you. They in two different cars. So that's two cars that we know is outside the apartment waiting for Mo 3. I told you, it was multiple cars outside that apartment waiting for Mo 3 to leave that morning. Multiple cars. Many, like 6 or 7 cars out there. So we know that Devin was in a different car and we know Keywan was in a different car. Why? Why do we know that? Because they was on the phone talking to each other and they both was driving at the same time in the same direction, following Mo 3. See, on video, we only see the Camaro. We only worried about the Camaro. Y'all ain't nobody worried about Devin. Devin is on that highway too. Devin is on that highway too, y'all. What you think Devin doing on that highway? What y'all think Devin is doing on the highway? Wow, Keywan is on the highway. What you think them other cars is doing, y'all? I told you, man. I've been told you what they was doing. He said, I don't think Keywan was outside, maybe not even on 35, because if he's guilty, you need to send the PI lady Jackie said she gave Keywan up, then Bushy wife. I don't understand what the boy ain't do that. All these people pointing the fingers because that was the plan for him to go down. You think they setting him up? So you think the plan was to set him up and make it look like he was the fall guy? So you think somebody had his phone? Man, if I was him, I would have been said I gave my phone to somebody. That wasn't me. All he got to do is say he sold that phone. If I was him, I'd have been saying I lost that phone. That wasn't my phone. I wasn't out there. If I was him, I get on the stand and be like, I lost that phone weeks prior to that. That was like, I don't know who found that phone, but somebody found that phone. It wasn't me. I ain't had that phone. He better disconnect himself from the phone. He got to disconnect himself from the phone, man. They using the phone. They using the phone to tie him to the murder. This is crazy. So these niggas was actively on the phone communicating between suspect white and suspect brown, while complainant Noble was followed after he. So while he being followed, these niggas is on the phone talking like, yo, my nigga, he just made a left. Hey, where you go now? He just made a right. Hey, nigga, he just made another left. Go catch him over there. He just made a right. On December 9th, 2022, suspect white was arrested by the task force. Jay Howard, Nelson. Suspect white was interviewed at Dallas Police Headquarters. Suspect white waived his rights and gave a voluntary statement. Ooh, y'all see that? Y'all see that? Keywan White is a snitch. Keywan White is a snitch. Y'all heard it here first. Keywan White is a snitch. He waived his rights and gave a voluntary statement in a murder case. Keywan White is a snitch. Y'all better, man, I'm telling you, nigga, y'all better. It's in black and white. It's in black and white. Keywan White is a snitch. It's right here in black and white. Keywan White is a snitch. Y'all don't like the truth. Keywan White is a motherfucking snitch, and it's in black and white. He waived his rights and gave a voluntary statement to the police in a murder case. Y'all better pay attention. Y'all better pay attention. I ain't got to read nothing. It don't matter. You ain't supposed to never talk to the police. You ain't never supposed to talk to the police. You ain't never supposed to give them a statement. We ain't supposed to talk. We ain't got nothing to say. Look, it says suspect white waived his rights and gave a voluntary statement. Suspect white admitted that the phone number that was compared to his phone records might be his phone number, but he could not remember his numbers. The suspect white was asked about suspect Devin Brown. Suspect white denied that he knew him and had any association with him at all. Suspect Devin Brown and suspect white are currently in a federal Yeah, he shouldn't have said shit. He shouldn't have said nothing. He should have said, I want a lawyer. Well, he didn't snitch. I give you that. He didn't snitch. He didn't give him no information. But my nigga, you ain't supposed to waive your rights and talk to nobody. He ain't supposed to talk to nobody. Yeah, that phone ain't shit, dog. If all they got is that phone, they in trouble, dog. My nigga said, smart thinking, whoa, if that's exactly what they had, and that's there can complete pin you down, that phone could have been in the car, but not with Keywan. Exactly. That phone could have been in the car, left in the car. That, bro, you know how much reasonable doubt and holes you could put in this shit, man? You know how much reasonable doubt and holes you could put in this shit, dog? You know how much reasonable doubt and holes you could put in this shit? My nigga, hey, if I was his lawyer, that's what I would be saying. If I was his defense lawyer, I would be saying my client is being framed. I'm just saying, it's a lot of holes. in his case, if Devin don't snitch. Now, if Devin is snitching, he fucked. Because guess what? Devin can corroborate the story. So if Devin is snitching, he fucked. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I will let you know that right now. If Devin's snitching, he fucked. Because then Devin can corroborate that it was him. Devin gonna say that he was with him. You know what I'm saying? Devin gonna do that so he could get less time. He gonna try to get less time. But if Devin shut the fuck up, if Devin don't say nothing, if Devin don't say nothing, if Devin don't say nothing and he shut the fuck up, Keywan lawyer can literally go in there and say he being framed. You cannot put him to the phone. He could literally say, I lost that phone. I lost that phone on November 9th. I'll be like, I lost that phone November 9th. I let such and such use that phone on November 9th. Or better yet, that nigga can have somebody take the stand and be like, I had the phone on November 10th. I had the phone on November 11th. I'm just saying, if all you going off is a phone, that's crazy, man. That's motherfucking crazy. If all we going off is a motherfucking phone. I don't like that. I don't like that. We need something more than that. They gonna have to get Devin to flip. They're gonna have to get Devin to flip, yo. They're gonna have to get Devin to flip. That's this shit. Located okay, these niggas said the video was obtained of the suspect which matched the physical description of Keywan White. A witness provided additional information regarding suspect Keywan White that was verified as true. Y'all heard that? So they matching a video. Somebody provided a video, y'all. Y'all see that? A video was obtained. So Joyce neighbor, y'all, provided a video. Somebody provided a video, y'all. Pay attention. Somebody provided a video and gave a video to the police. In the video that they gave the police, fit the description of Keywan. My nigga, the police didn't solve this case, my nigga. You anonymous tippers. You anonymous tippers solved this case for the police. The police didn't solve shit. They didn't do shit. They don't even have really a case, my nigga. If you niggas ain't calling in, giving these anonymous tips, they ain't even got no fucking case. Yo, who applied? Who gave the video? Who gave the video to the police? gave the video. That's why they wanted that video from the neighbor. That's why they kept saying, I need your neighbor video. See, Rainwater, this is why Rainwater kept saying Jossie was involved. Pay attention. This is why Rainwater kept saying Jossie was involved. Because Rainwater was trying to get that video that day. Remember, Rainwater and them went to the house. Number 7 went to the house. Number 7 knew she was involved. They all knew she was involved. That's why they went to the house and they wanted that video from that apartment. They wanted that apartment video because they knew that it was going to show something on it. But guess what? She didn't want to give them that video. She didn't want to give them that paperwork, y'all. She probably was telling her neighbor not to give Rainwater the video. She didn't want him to give the video though. Remember, Rain was trying to give the video. Yep, and she kept screaming, Rain, clear my name. Clear my name, Rain. Man, we ain't clearing your name. It's in paperwork. Your name is in paperwork. Your name say that you was involved. Your actions say that you was involved. Your name and your actions say you was involved. Everything about it say you was involved. We see it right here. We see it. Yeah, her name Vanessa. That's her name. Yep. It's the Vanessa lady. Yep, that's her name. Yes, the Vanessa lady. That was her name. She was the one to provide. She was the one who had the surveillance, who caught Kiwan on camera. Her camera footage caught Kiwan on camera that night. Yep. Her camera footage is the footage that caught Kiwan. He said, so ain't that crazy? I didn't reach out to the lady, Miss Vanessa, who stayed right there by her cousin. What a coincidence, shaking my head. Which would be the same Vanessa that 88 said she reached out to her or something like that on social media. Yep, yeah, that's the same Vanessa. Yeah, that's the same Vanessa. Yep, the lady name was Vanessa. So that's where they got the video surveillance, y'all. So video was obtained of the suspect, which matched the physical description of suspect Kiwan White. Physical description. Now, what y'all think that description is? He had on the same clothes that night, nigga. He never changed clothes. That's where he fucked up. He got the same clothes in that camera that he had on in the highway. That's where he fucked up, y'all. That's why they saying physical description. Pay attention. That's why they saying physical description. Because they're going off of his clothes, his shirt, his pants. In the camera, Vanessa's camera, he's going to have the same shit on that he had on the morning that he was on the highway killing Mo3. Same physical description. That's how they know it was him. Because remember, you can't go off of he say, she say. You can't, anybody could say, oh, he did it. You can't go off of that. You got to have physical evidence to put a They don't care about Jossie. They using Jossie. Without Jossie, they have no case. You understand? Jossie is a state witness. They need Jossie. So even though Jossie was involved, everybody know